like it says 19 miles, but I'm at 16 miles, so I'll probably be at 19 miles by the time this slide finishes. You see the thumbnail as we are getting ready for stage 20. So we're going to recon that. It'll be in 2026 though, won't be this year, because the weather's changing and all of that. So we're gonna go and recon stage 20. Stage 20 is a beast. Let's look and see what we're dealing with. The climbs, the elevation, and library. Find stage 20. So climbing right now. So the thing is, I'm not climbing aggressively because we need to stay in zone 2. Just a minute. Need to. Here we go. It just started. I didn't start it. So I forgot to start it. So 1 hour in, and I'm just starting the Apple Watch. So yeah, so we are on this bit of a climb, or not climb, but 3% grade. We are going to ride past Help the Res. So how am I preparing? And I'm not climbing. So right now it's all about zone 2. I'm in zone 1 right now, and just getting the endurance up. So I'll do rides like this until January. Then I'll start doing group rides with some intensity, and also start climbing a bit more. So who knows, I may even try to Everest. Do a ride one day. Go to Everest. Hey, it is what it is. But I'm almost stage 20. And that's the stage 20 is a beast. Let's see. So it's stage 20 is 171 kilometers. It's got 5,600 meters of climbing. So let's see what that is in feet. 5,000 meters in feet. 5,600 meters of elevation in feet. Let's go. So 18,000 feet. Wow, that's a big. My biggest climbing day is 20,000 feet. It's 19,990 something. I missed the 20,000 by like 7 meters, but this is a day, 18,000 feet of climbing. That's just ridiculous, man. So they are doing, the first climb is 24 kilometers, 5.2% average grade. Gotta keep the sweat off so you don't drip all over the place and get soaking wet. That first climb pretty much starts from the beginning of the stage. And it's the Col de Crux, I believe it's pronounced. And then at about 75 kilometers, the second big climb of the day starts, which is 11.9 kilometers. But it like stair steps, so that it goes up to the top, comes down about a kilometer or two, and then climbs again for 11 kilometers. So in total, 17 kilometers, sorry. Girod'italia, oh my goodness, Girod'italia. That's not how you pronounce it. But the Girod'italia is 17 plus 11, so that's 28. Dang, that's like 30 kilometers of climbing. The first part of the climb is rated at 7%, and the second is 6.9. So that's going to be really tough. But then they finish one up to Ez, but they got to do the girod'italia, which is 12 kilometers at 7.3%. I understand there's some pretty difficult pitches in there, like gradients, like 10% and stuff. But then they drop down from the girod'italia, which is 12 kilometers, and then they ride for, that's at kilometer 156, the top of that, and it's 171 kilometers, the total distance of the day. And then it's like a shortish climb to Alto Ez. So I don't understand, but when we'll get there, we'll see what's up. But we're definitely going to do that. We're going to do, you probably can't see, this is what we're doing. This is what we're going to get ready for. So I'm not quite sure what time of the year. Maybe June, I don't know. But it's still going to be cold in June at the top of those mountains. So it would be nice to do it after. But that's the whole, or maybe let's do it right after the tour. So the tour, you know, that they do the Champs-Élysées, everyone's going home, and probably have a nice peaceful ride up. All of those, the Girod'italia, go to Clocks, we call this Serene. Is it Serene or Serena? And then they finish on up to that. So that's gonna be a long day. 18,000 feet of climbing, 5,600 meters. In European numbers, money. And yeah, so this is what we are preparing for. This is what all the endurance work is for. And you don't necessarily have to climb a lot to get climb ready. So the key thing about climbing is once you hit the climb, there's no coasting. You just got to keep going, which is the point of endurance miles. It puts your legs in that place where you can keep going. It's sort of hard to explain a little bit, so I'm climbing a little bit on the slip, hence why I'm breathing. But I'm still in zone 1, zone 2, 8 miles per hour. Watts are 150, 160. So they'll fluctuate between 150 and 200 on the climb. You know, the important thing is stay in zone 1 and 2. So we're managing to stay at zone 1 while still talking to you. We're on the first lap right now. We're doing the thing called the big ring. The circuit is the big ring, and it's 30 miles in length. 100 kilometers, I'm not quite sure, but it's 30 miles in length. It's got about, it undulates. There's no climbing in it, but it undulates. And so this is like the one bit where it goes up for a minute for about a mile, but it undulates. There's a total of about 600 feet per lap. Not bad. I would prefer if it was a bit flatter, but it is what it is. If I was in Cali, I could go out and do those really long rides, completely flat, especially up in the Bay Area, Walnut Creek, behind Mount Diablo. They got like flat roads for forever. but it goes out into the desert. But if you've ever been to the Bay Area, Mount Tam, or which is short for Mount Tamalpais, is a wicked climb. And Mount Diablo is my favorite climb in the world in California. To this day, I remember every corner. I did that climb so much. It's been a while. I was going, over there for my birthday. Depends on what type of work I get. 2026, but I'll be able to afford to go to do stage 20, as well as go over to California in August for my birthday to do Mount Diablo. So if I go over to California, I'm doing Mount Diablo, Mount Hamilton. We got to do the Berkeley Hills, Mount Tam, and a little bit of Sonoma. I mean, I haven't been on Skyline. That's in the Milpitas area. The California riding is probably between California and Colorado. It's probably the closest thing you get to riding in Europe because the roads are so nice. The mountains, the flat roads, the terrain, the nature, the vegetation, very similar. This is why I like sort of Northern California more so than LA. LA has got a lot of amazing mountains, a lot of really good climbs. But if you stay in the Bay Area, every climb I mentioned to you is reachable. You could ride to. But in LA, so like you wanted to go to Mammoth, or Mammoth, and can't remember some of the other ones. You have to like travel. So I used to do a climb. Is it Highway 34? Can't remember. What is it? Let me see. It's on the back of the computer. California Highway 39. So to get to that, it was like a 60-mile ride to get to that. But the climb that's the climb where I did that. It's about 6,000 feet of climbing, maybe more, maybe it was 10,000. But it gave me, because I did that in 3 other climbs, but I did one climb twice. That's mad, isn't it? So I went up the biggest climb, came down, then I did this climb in between twice before doing Bear Mountain for a total day of elevation that day. So I did the second climb twice, did Bear Mountain. Yes, I went down and I came all the way to the top. So that was a climb. There I did 19,000 feet of climbing. So, but I wasn't even really in any shape. I just did it because I said that's the goal. Stage 20, baby. And it's going to be a long, hard day. I'm gonna have to start really early. I might have to arrange some type of support for the day. I don't know. I've done rides like that on my own. But the tough thing is when you do rides like that by yourself, is that you have to leave really early. Tends to be colder, no matter what time of the year. It tends to be cold in the morning, then really warms up later in the day. But the other thing is, you got all of these clothes that you gotta, unless you man it out and freeze your butt off for the first couple hours of the ride before the sun comes out. But then it's having all the food that you need for the day. This is a long day and you got to eat. You have to eat. So that's going to be the big thing. Man, I feel for my man, Pogacar. I love him. I love what he's done for the sport. But I don't like what the journalists are doing to him. This year at the tour, it was visibly noticeable that he was just displeased with the negativity towards him, which was crazy. Every chance they got, they threw some tried to throw some doubt, tried to throw some shade, you know, on the effort, on what he was doing and stuff, which is crazy, you know. So just imagine the year that Jonas won, Tale got dropped on that climb, and every year since he got dropped, the media has not failed to mention it, even after reversing that and dropping Jonas on the climb. They still mention it, like they're looking for it to happen again. You know, any little thing is like, is he gonna falter here? Is he gonna falter there? And how is that encouraging to young cyclists coming along? That's just crazy to me. I just wish the media will be just a tad bit more positive and not so negative. But anyway, we are getting to the top of this sort of tempo climb. We are still in zone 1, and we're gonna stay focused, try to keep it in zone 1. I mean, if I just up it a little bit, so I'm 10 miles per hour, cadence is 64, which is sort of low. So if I try to take the cadence up to like 71, 72, it should zip up to zone 2. We are on 5% grade, and then it's gonna drop to 4% in a second. Yep, 3.9. So the grade is easing up. Zone 2, yep, there we are. So I'm just gonna taper right there. 70 cadence, 12 miles per hour, 20 miles in, 10 miles left for the rest of this loop. And yeah, so I'm gonna get off of this. So when I get to the end of maybe lap 2, probably in an hour or 2, I'll come back, right? So this whole lap, keeping my cadence sort of low, probably around the 80, 75, 80, which is low for me. But for lap 2, will be, yeah, we're still in zone 2. Gotta make sure we stay in zone 2. That little push just now to got the cadence up. Fresh towel. Love the smell of that. Fresh towel. Right out of the laundry. So yeah. So like I said, so we got 10 miles left. So we're getting to the top of this bump. And then we'll spin, stay, recover a little bit, stay relaxed. But then on lap 2, we're gonna try and keep the cadence above 90 for the most part. Still staying in, to drop back to zone 1. Still staying in zone 1, zone 2, and seeing how we get on. So the goal is 60 miles for the day. 60 miles for the day. And I don't even know why I'm breathing out. So at the top of this. And there we go. Well, folks, I will catch you in a little bit and let you know how we get on. We're going to talk about some Biniam Gourmet, what's going on with Intermarché and Lotto. Nobody knows what's going on with that. Jonas doesn't seem like he's feeling cycling anymore. Just word on the street. Israel Premier Tech is now going to become the Cycling Academy. So that should be interesting. And so many things going on, so much movement. Isaac Del Toro is now the Mexican national champion on the road and in the time trial. He's definitely the next big thing. So I think Pogacar will win his 5th tour this year, 2026. So I think he just wants to match the greats. And then I think he'd probably leave it to Isaac Del Toro. So he'll probably do the tour. He wants to win the Volta. I hope he gets Roubaix next year. I do hope he gets through, babe. But I said that's getting off. I could keep talking. There's so much news going on. Cyclocross season has started. So after we do this, we're gonna post some cyclocross videos. And yeah, we're gonna post some cyclocross videos after this. I mean some cyclocross updates because the cyclocross season has started. I gotta check to see if my favorites like Carmen Alvarado, Lucinda Brand, Park Peterson, if they've started racing yet. And also you got like that's Sven, that's his dad, Thibaut Nice, Matthew Van Der Poel, Pitcock. I haven't seen what is his name? He got in trouble last year for stumbling on the guy's bike, or the year before last. So I haven't seen him. I don't know why I can't remember his name. But let's see. So much stuff to report on in cyclocross. It's been about 5 races so far. So I'm gonna bring an update of all the races in cyclocross so far. And anyway, folks, thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out Think Rider. Links in the description. That's how we use Think Rider. All right, see ya.